Okay, a lot of pentacles, which means that your focus could be on money, a job, property, or things just of material value. So you've got someone reaching out. They could be asking for you for something, or reaching out and saying, hey, I have this job that you'd be fantastic for, or hey, something's come up and a slot has opened. I know you were interested, so would you like to join? You know, this is something that I think you've wanted and the opportunity has come up. Someone's reaching out, giving it to you, and it feels like by the stroke of luck, this has come in. This could, of course, be more money. So it is tax time. This could be receiving more tax refund than you have expected. This could also be a small promotion or the opportunity to take on a project that comes with a nice little bundle of money attached to it. Again, it's an opportunity that you're attracted to because of the money involved, or something that you feel that you have to gain from it. Wheel of Fortune, again, is change. So it kind of feels like you may have been waiting for this, or you didn't have all that much going on, and now things are shifting, things are changing for the better, and especially where finances are concerned. I get this vibe where you're feeling, significant and lucky in matters of money. Some of you might be taking the chance as well with a opportunity that's come in, whether it's a job or temporary contract, something like that. You might just be taking a chance. This could be, because the word property came to mind, this could be if you were trying to close on a house, or you really wanted the house and there was a lot of competition for it. This is you being accepted, or them saying, oh, we'd love to have you, we'd love to offer you the house, and so on and so forth. And again, it feels like, oh, by chance, I managed to win out on this opportunity. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is here. So again, this could be your energy where you're feeling successful, stable, and secure. Again, especially where finances are concerned, like you have everything in order and you're comfortable in your settings. There might be, this week could be, you could have that vibe where you don't really want to go out that much. And I say that because of the Four of Pentacles. He's kind of like just sitting there, doesn't really want to be engaged, kind of wants to stay with himself. So you might have that vibe this week where you just want to stay comfortable in your own surroundings, wherever you feel the most comfortable. This could also represent someone else. This could be the person who's reaching out to you and saying, look, I got this job, I got this contract, I got this thing that you might be interested in, and you're like, hell yeah, I want this. Or this could be someone that you're taking a chance with as well, because they come after the Wheel of Fortune, where you're the one who's reaching out to them and taking a chance on them to see how they respond to you. It still, again, feels related to finances and work. I don't really get romance, but there is that small window, small chance where it could be you taking a risk to reach out to someone, this Queen of Pentacles, and asking them out, offering them a date because you're interested. I think with the Four of Pentacles as the outcome, if that's your little mini story and that resonates, that person would say yes, and you feel a bit more secure and stable and satisfied. Now, this isn't extreme happiness. You're just kind of like hanging on and hoping that things go well with this energy. Now, aside from that potential romantic story, this in general, I feel, is security and stability, again, being the focus for you. Feeling like you have everything together. Now, normally he can be a very possessive guy, doesn't want to let go of money, but I think I'm seeing this more as a security within yourself because you have so many pentacles, because you have this good fortune and this feeling of being at peace with your current situation. Page of Pentacles. All right, that Page of Pentacles has good news bringing in good news, or this offer again makes you happy. You're like, yes, I've won, or yes, I've been waiting to hear from you finally. And as I said, you're ecstatic about what this Page of Pentacles has to offer you. It's definitely good. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, more Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. You feel like you hit a jackpot in a way. So there could be a lot of money involved here. A lot of success involved here as well. There's a feeling of this strong need to commit to a situation. So again, this is an offer. You're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna be a part of it. And then you're in it for the long haul, I feel. You feel very grounded and comfortable with this opportunity, and you're not going anywhere. You see a lot of success, and this also represents a lot of success for you, especially financial success. Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Queen of Swords, another person here. This could be another aspect of the Queen of Pentacles personality. Perhaps this is someone who, while grounded and stable and someone that you can trust, if it's not representing yourself, it's also someone who is very direct, very blunt as well. So it's not someone who hides the truth. So again, I feel like it's someone that you can talk to and you can be very direct with. Now, what's interesting is that she's holding this thing's mouth as if she doesn't want it to speak. If it's your personality, because it is swords, I'm still getting this stern vibe as your own personality, where, again, you're all about structure, logic, what's practical. And you know what's interesting is there's very little emotions here. So whatever's happening, it's all about, again, what you feel is the right thing to do financially and the most logical thing to do. Let's get another one for this duo. Ace of Swords, more logic coming to the picture, rationality. So definitely about the words and communication. Very little to do with emotions, as I've said. I don't think there's much in the way of the romance here, but you're being very direct with people, very direct with yourself. You're coming off clear. You know, there's no confusion here whatsoever. And if this represents another person, and I think that these two aspects would still be one person. They're being very clear with you and you them. It could be that you're developing ideas with them as well. And again, communication is a big factor between you and another person. Four of Pentacles. That security is coming up again, feeling in control, empowered. And that's your overall week. I think you're going to feel like you've owned it essentially this week and you've got everything under wraps. You're in control of your world and you have very little to worry about for the week. More Pentacles. So financially, I'm just going to reemphasize, very successful week. You could feel like you're dominating, like again, you're in control at your job, or you've got your finances in fantastic shape. You might even be swimming in money this week and feeling very fortunate. Some of you might feel like if you do get extra money that you're going to hang on to that shit and you're not going to let it go. You're not going to spend it unwisely, because it's all about maintaining control in your environment. A lot of cautious energy. I mean, the Three of Wands is a card for me of future planning, of looking ahead, projecting beyond the present, and just thinking about situations as they'll transpire. There's a hopeful energy to this card as well, and I do like the big old moon right there, so it does feel quite mystical in some ways. But there are hopes and dreams that you have. I don't feel like you're taking action yet. With the Nine of Wands, I feel like you're cautious as to which way to go or how things are going to go for you. You might feel weary and tired in general, like you've put in quite a lot of work and there's still more to be done with the Nine of Wands. There is a sadness to her as well, but I mean, this energy here, she is someone who has dealt with quite a lot of situations and is still capable, has the strength to basically combat anything that comes her way. It's very similar to strength for me, the Nine of Wands. The King of Pentacles could be someone that you're waiting on or you're dealing with, and you're, again, wondering like where they are, what's going on with them, why haven't they responded. There might be questions when it comes to them. This person may have hurt you in some way, or you're just feeling a bit exhausted by them and their personality. This could be someone tied to work, as this is Pentacles. This could be someone in the neighborhood, a close family or friend, because I do see Pentacles tying to home and family life as well. This could represent you as well, just trying to see where you fit in the bigger picture, especially when it comes to work and finances, or even just your own stability. There is an element of you not feeling very grounded or confident this week in particular, because the overall card is the Eight of Swords, a card of anxiety, a card where, you know, she has trapped herself in a situation that feels, in her mind, it feels like, how am I going to get out of this? But actually, in this card, it's not quite easy, but she's actually not restricted by much of anything. She restricts herself, and that could be what you're doing this week for a particular reason. Let's see what the little clarifiers have to say. What can you tell me about the King of Pentacles? We have the Queen of Wands here, so this could represent a partner of yours, or just a couple that's coming into focus that obviously has an influence for your week. All right, let's get more information. That could be a female behind the curtain of the King of Pentacles. And there is a separation here. So as a partnership, there's a separation or a breakup, which is the same thing. I don't know why I said or. The Queen of Wands may have initiated it, or she can be someone who is hurt and essentially is in focus this week. Could be that infamous third-party situations, of course, with the three. We have 2 threes here. But you know, I'm actually thinking for the most part, you as the King of Pentacles are contemplating how to break up with someone. That could be something that's on your mind, because we do have mental energy here with the Eight of Swords. We got, again, planning and wondering what a situation would be like. And that situation could involve a separation with this Queen of Wands. 3 of Wands. It's thinking about, how do I break it to someone? How do I make a situation clear as day? And figuring out how to communicate something that you want to communicate. I do feel like the majority might be trying to think, at least who these cards are resonating with, it's focused on, how do I separate myself from someone in the best possible way? Now, the 5 of Cups here, there's an element of not wanting to regret the communication that you choose, like how you express yourself. You don't want to regret it. And in some ways, some of you might find that you're thinking about communication that you've had with someone, and you already are in a place of regret and sadness over having to basically tell someone you're not interested anymore, or it's just not working out. For the most part, I think it's being planned, though, because these are clarifiers to the 3 of Wands. All right, 9 of Wands leaves us a little weary here. Why? We have the Knight of Swords. There is, again, that tie to communication. I feel like a lot of what's happening for you, you're thinking of how to communicate diplomatically and trying to end the situation in the best possible way, so that maybe on some level, even if you are separating from someone that you had a long-term connection with, that it can return to some form of, not traditional, what do I want to say? Where things can feel almost immediately normal after the fact, and no one comes out really hurt. But Knight of Swords obviously does involve this communication, and this can come off harsh in a way. So I think you're trying to avoid coming off harsh Some of you are recovering yourselves from difficult communication. It could be tied to a marriage or a job. Again, this could be someone at a job or in a situation, again, that are giving you information that is hard to hear. And that could be why you're like bracing yourself with the Nine of Wands to deal with this energy. It's very blunt words that are happening as well. Blunt communication. All right, so we're stuck here. We're feeling stuck. We're feeling anxious with the Eight of Swords. Somehow all this is tied into taking a chance on something new. There is a new opportunity here for you that you want to take. You're obviously anxious about it, but you're deciding to go for it. This could tie into a new job with the Ace of Pentacles. Can't deny that. But you're going for something that invokes passion in you, and you're leaving something that doesn't. So you're excited about this direction, but you're anxious just as well. And this might even be money spent towards something that, again, you want to take part in with the Two of Wands. You're deciding, I want to do X, Y, and Z for myself now. It's going to cost money, the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to go off and do it because it's an adventure for you. And you know you'll have fun with it. With the Knight of Wands, he basically is very impulsive. So this is an impulsive action as well, I think, on your part to take advantage of a new opportunity. Some of you might be offering an opportunity to someone else or engaging in a new relationship, a new commitment, a new connection. You are afraid of it with the Eight of Swords to some degree, but I think excited about it just the same. I think you're excited about feeling free from another situation that you've been trying to figure out how to end it.